Classic Restos is proudly brought to you by Shannons Insurance, National Parts Depot and Penrite Oil. Hello and welcome to another incredible episode of Classic Restos. Of course, not possible without the continued support of Shannons Insurance, National Parts Depot and Penrite Oil. Insurance for your classic vehicle has never been made easier thanks to Shannons Insurance. Why not pick up the phone and give Shannons a call on 134646 for a quote, or visit them online at shannons.com.au. And while you're there, sign up and become a member of the Shannons Club. What a website. It's just so easy. Go to shannons.com.au, log on and join other enthusiasts just like us and watch catch-up episodes of your favourite TV show, The Shannons Club, on the website that gives us so much more. And it is just so good to have Penrite on board as a major sponsor with Classic Restos, a family-established business since 1926. They are fantastic people to do business with, and I challenge you to find better. It doesn't matter what sort of engine you have. This Chevy here is 671, 2 4 barrels on top. It'll take Penrite Oil. For more information, visit penriteoil.com.au, where it is simply a better class of oil. National Parts Depot is your answer for parts to a select range of American-built classic Ford and GM vehicles. This 1970 Chevelle is using parts from National Parts Depot. You can see why National Parts Depot is the fastest, most dependable supplier of classic car parts to make your vehicle dependable as a daily driver or as a show winner. NPD catalogues are the most comprehensive in the business. NPD can help you via their 24-hour phone order line. Contact NPD to receive a catalogue pertaining to your build, make and model. For more information plus so much more, visit npdlink.com. Now on today's episode, I'd like to show you something unique. The streets have been blocked off. The classic cars are rolling in. It's almost like an episode of Happy Days on steroids. We have gone back to the 1950s. Welcome to the 2013 Camperdown Cruise. This is Clock Tower Sunday, and this is the 2013 Camperdown Cruise Rockabilly Festival, one of the most innovative, retro-styled upbeat festivals that you'll experience in Victoria. I am standing in the historic tree-lined town of Camperdown in regional southwest Victoria, Australia. The town features an iconic clock tower, historic buildings, and the grand old dame, the restored Theatre Royal. There's rockabilly bands that have been performing across 3 days, the Rockadies, the Lincolns, along with Billy and the Headliners acing the entertainment, just to name some, morphing the custom car event into a Rockabilly's 50s festival and a great family weekend. So if it's the Rockabilly cars that take your fancy, you will not be disappointed with custom cars on display. If you feel like a bit of a dance or a tap of the foot, the Rockabilly bands will keep you busy. And if 1950s glamour fashion is what you're after, the Rockabilly music has created a fashion movement that is not fading anytime soon. First cab off the rank, the 2013 Camperdown Cruise. We have Tommy. How are you, Tommy?
How you going, Fletch? Not bad yourself, mate.
That's great. I'm great. Look, you've rocked up here in your 1965 F100. What a beautiful truck.
Thanks, mate.
So, Tommy, did you do the resto yourself?
Yeah, bought in 07.
Yep.
In South Geelong, and it was a cabin chassis for $1,000.
Yep.
And 6.5 years later, she's like this.
It's beautiful. I love the matte finish on it as well.
Yeah, she's pretty good, yeah.
You save on polish, mate, because I wouldn't imagine you'd get much of a luster on it. Hey?
Nah.
A bit like a crook shampoo trying to get your hair right.
Yeah, that's it, mate.
Now, Tommy, 1965 truck, F100 twin I-beam. You want to explain that to us?
Fletch, the twin I-beam is the front end of the axle. It's got 2 suspensions like that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
So for an old truck, it rides well, drives well?
Yeah, it drives really good.
Yeah.
Hey, Fletch, I noticed your National Parts Depot is your main sponsor.
Aha, yes. parts for these. You went there, right?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. How cool is that? One of the major sponsors of Classic Restos. To find out more information about NPD, go to classicrestos.com.au. And Tommy, the interior is really nice too, mate. Love what you've done there with the seats.
Yeah, no, it's pretty good, eh?
Tommy, I love the metal fabrication work you've done out the back. A lot of work involved?
Yeah, a lot of work involved. What I did, one of my old man's mate named Richard, he made the back bed for me up in Bendigo. He gave me the guards, 1956 to 65 guards, all steel. Yep. Original mint tailgate. Yeah. At the back there.
The original tailgate from 1965, you're right, that is in beautiful condition.
Oh yeah, she's bloody good, all right. Yeah.
And if you're wondering what is powering this truck and what driveline it may have, well, it's the old hamburger with the lot. 351 C6 Auto and the legendary 9-inch diff. All right, Tommy, thanks for turning up here at the cruise, mate, the Camperdown Cruise.
No worries, Fletch.
Hey, blokes like this with their trucks, eh? Make a day like this come together. Good on you, Tommy.
No worries, mate.
With me now we have Arthur, the organiser, the promoter of this fantastic event, the Camperdown Cruise. Welcome to today's show, Arthur.
Fletch, thank you, and thank you again for being here and following me around. I can't tell you how much Classic Restos means to me. Thank you.
Well, thank you. This is my 3rd year here.
It has, and you were there at the Ballarat Beat as well, which you're going to be back again, yeah?
Yes. For 2014. You're doing a unique thing. It's good for these regional centres in these country areas to receive events such as this. You're one of the bigger ones. It takes a lot of work. We all know that. But, mate, you've pulled it off again for 2013. Plenty of support.
Oh, amazing support, you know, and the event has grown again. We've got supporters and people from worldwide, this time literally worldwide, that have come here. There are more people here in Perth and Queensland than there are in Perth and Queensland. It's overwhelming, and they've driven their cars here. Yeah. We even had a Triumph motorcycle drive all the way from Perth, for goodness sakes. Awesome. It's amazing.
It is. It is. Mate, the tireless efforts have really paid off for you in terms of the people turning up here. It's the atmosphere. It's not just classic cars turning up. We've got the music. We've got trade stands. We've got the environment. It's beautiful.
We've got a barber from Los Angeles, Vinny's Barber Shop. Amazing.
Mate, that's a long way to travel for a haircut. Good on you, Arthur. I'll let you get back to it, mate. And again, well done. Congratulations on behalf of all the Classic Restos audience everywhere.
Thank you so much. Thank you. And everyone worldwide. Yeah. Camperdown Cruise Rockabilly Festival and the Ballarat Beat Rockabilly Festival. You have to get here. Thank you.
Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, pal. Thanks.
Joanne, love the baby bird. What year model?
It's a 55 baby bird.
How long have you had it?
I've had it for about 3 years.
So how far does the baby bird go back with you? When were you first inspired?
When I saw a picture of this particular car, and this is the car that we bought. So this is the one I...
You couldn't have picked a better event to come to, like the Rockabilly back in the 50s, the 60s. I mean, it's just, it's unreal here, isn't it?
It's great. It's great. Yeah. And I brought Mum along.
The cars that have turned up here this year, sensational. One thing, just before we go, when you bought the car, was it like this or did you have to do much to it?
No, my husband's done quite a bit of work to it, but overall, paint job and everything is how it is today. So
you just get the easy gig, you get to drive it.
Absolutely, yeah. I might clean inside every now and then, but that's about it.
Good for you, Joe. Thanks for being on today's show.
Thank you, Fletch. Thank you very much. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.
You're watching the sensational 2013 Camperdown Cruise, and you're seeing it first on Classic Restos, thanks to Shannons Insurance, National Parts Depot USA, and the amazing people at Penrite Oil. Back with more after this. Moving through as we do. That's what you do here at the Camperdown Cruise. How are you, Sam?
Pretty good yourself, Fletch.
Good, mate. Good. Look at you. You're dressed.
Dressed for the occasion.
Dressed, the houndstooth shirt going on?
Yes, yeah, all dressed for the occasion at Camperdown weekend. Yep. It's been an awesome weekend.
Yes.
Finally today the weather is on our side.
Absolutely, and to top it all off, to bring in this gorgeous Oldsmobile, the Dynamic 88. Have a look at this. I love these cars with the lines. I can't put words to it. You know, you fall in love with these shapes.
Mate, it's just sheer beauty. From 1959, they built them like there was no tomorrow. All steel. All quarter panel, ride like a boat. You know, it's just great.
Some people say to me, Fletch, the American cars never went round corners. They were never designed to. The Americans weren't interested in going around corners. They wanted to put them on freeways, sit them at 90 miles an hour and go from one side of the country to the other.
That's it, yes, mate. Go in a straight line and worry about the corner when it comes.
How long have you had the car, Sam?
I've had the car now for just on 4 years. As is, bought it in from the US. Haven't done a thing to it. Get in, start and go.
How cool are you?
Awesome, mate. It's just, you're reminiscing in yesteryear.
Sam, got to make a comment on the interior. Absolutely beautiful. As is interior, original.
Yes, all as is, mate. Nothing touched, just the way it is.
Where do these things come from? How do you build a product in 1959 and be now in 2013 and still have something as nice as this? I guess I answer my own question here. These were the top-end cars, being a two-door as well. These weren't the cars that were bought for families to do high miles.
No, they weren't, mate. They were your luxury car, one step below your caddy. So great. Awesome.
Now, Sam, tell us about your car club.
It's the Classic and Rod Club in Victoria. It's based in Cranbourne, Victoria. We're a family-based car club. Everything we do revolves around the family. The cars as well. We've got about 330 members, which equates to about 1,000 odd cars.
That's awesome. Have you got a website?
We do. It's www.classicandrodclub.com.au.
There you go. If you're interested in being a part of what this guy stands for, go to the website. Good on you, Sam.
Thanks very much, Fletch. Thank you, mate.
Not every day of the week you get to sit in a 1962 retro caravan. Welcome to the show, Emily.
Thank you, Fletch. Lovely to be here.
Oh, you're loving it, aren't you?
Absolutely having a ball.
Yeah, she got me in the headlock outside. Fletch, can I please be on the show? I said, all right then.
Oh, can I do it again?
Tell us about this beautiful old van.
Well, it's my partner's Bruno, and it's a bit of
We don't want to know about him. We want to know about the van.
Yeah, the van, well, he got a little while ago, and if you had have seen it, you wouldn't have probably picked it up off the side of the road. But he's so dedicated, and every spare minute he gets, as he keeps telling people, it's still got his blood on the sides. All the blood, sweat and tears he's done to sort of restore it, yeah.
Emily, the decor, finding the material and the fabrics, whose department was that?
I've got to say, I probably do the sewing of the curtains. Everything else, Bruno's got a pretty good eye for colour and decor, and he sort of coordinates most of it, yeah. So.
Isn't it amazing? We see all of our cars starting to get restored. When I say all of our cars, 2 doors, 4 doors, trucks, bikes, it is spreading into vans. It's almost as though anything that's old is cool.
It certainly is. What's old is new now. It's like us women, and what is it, the old...
Goes for people too, right?
That's right, yeah.
So, Emily, what's the deal? 50 is definitely the new 40, right?
Absolutely, yes, I agree with that. I'll go there.
Thanks very much for catching up with me, Emily. It's a real pleasure to sit in here. Comfortable van, amazing. You brought it to Camperdown. Thank you very much. Well, we've had Emily on today's show. Time for Bruno now. How are you, Bruno?
Good, Fletch. How you going, mate? Good to see you. Nice to see you out here. Actually, the weather's turned out quite fine.
It's always good to see Fletchy, isn't it?
Yeah. No, great.
How lucky are you? Look at this. You know, even if you're not into Holdens, you've got to agree with me. This 2-door Monaro 308 4-speed car. This is beautiful.
Very lucky to own it, mate. I tell you, it was lucky that I did get it actually a few years ago, and was spent a few bob on it restoring it, but very, very happy the way it's come up. That's for sure.
There's a little part of me that thinks it's good to see the heavy-duty stuff on the back of a HQ. So many HQs used to tow stuff years ago. Seeing the caravan on the back, extended mirrors on the doors. Oh, it's a step back in time.
Yeah. I can't brag that it's got a lot of horsepower, but 230 horsepower. That eats it alive, you know, no problem. Coming down the highway, I can do 100. Oh, hang on, maybe, no, I can't do 100. I can only do 62 mile an hour, sorry. Yeah.
Well, Bruno, there were cars many, many years ago pulling caravans that had a lot less than 230 horsepower.
Oh, that's right, yeah. I'm sure they had some problems too on a bad day. No, the HQ eats it alive. It's really good. Feels very comfortable. Yeah, great.
Bruno, the attention to detail that you have, I love the interior. The interior is just, you could eat your dinner off it.
Yeah, no, I love the interiors. Actually, that was the last bit of original fabric left in the whole of Australia to do it in the original Nilex material, so I was lucky to get that as well.
It's absolutely beautiful. Being a 4-speed car as well, that's a bit of a score.
Yeah, nice to drive, 3:3:6 ratio, so it gets off the line pretty good. I'm very happy with it. Yeah.
Great for towing?
Yeah, good for towing, good ratio for towing. Fuel economy's okay. It's not great, but it's okay.
Look, you know, it makes up for it in so many other ways. The 308, standard?
Yeah, just standard. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting a bit of a cam in it, give it a little bit of attitude, but I don't know. We'll see what happens down the track.
Thanks for being on today's show, Bruno.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for keeping our motoring sport going. It's great. Thank you.
That's all right. That's all right. I just love what you've got here. HQ 2-door Monaro, 308 4-speed. Beautiful caravan on the back. You guys, honestly, what a lifestyle.
Oh, it's tough life, mate. I don't know how I'm going to do it in the future, but yeah, no, we love it.
So, Bruno, tell me, what does the HQ and the caravan mean to you?
Well, I mean, Shannons covers it, but, you know, it's just more than money, you know what I mean? It's just great to have. It's great to have that good insurance just in case something does go wrong, you know?
Thank goodness you've got it with the right mob.
Yeah, absolutely. Can happen, so, yeah, we're lucky.
Major sponsor of the show, classicrestos.com.au for more information. Bruno, thank you again.
Pleasure. Thank you. My pleasure. Ta.
That's mine.
Okay, well, it's your pleasure then. See you next time.
Both our pleasures. If you're really enjoying your favourite TV show Classic Restos, well, the DVD boxed sets along with Classic Restos merchandise can be found at classicrestos.com.au. While you're there, have you ever considered a USA tour in 2014 to the gorgeous Carlisle in Pennsylvania or Woodward Cruise in Detroit? Find out information when you visit classicrestos.com.au. And of course, while you're there, check out my major sponsors. They're waiting to hear from you as well. Back with more in just a moment. All right, time for a Mopar product on today's show. Of course, how are you, Wayne?
I'm good, thank you very much, Fletch.
Yes, Wayne, mate. 1970 Challenger, nice car. Had it very long?
About 8 years nearly, I'd say, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what was it like when you got it?
It was a left-hand hooker, and it was in pretty good nick, but I've had it restored by Mick Collicode in Maryborough, and I got it converted at Dodge City Conversions.
Oh, geez, that's a good plug. You happy you got those companies' names out, are you, mate?
Yeah, I reckon I have. Mick Collicode's been really good in Maryborough.
Got a free pizza in it for yourself, I
Yeah,
suppose.
that's right. I'm going to get paid for that one.
Mate, 446-pack car, I mean, that's so synonymous for Mopar. How does it go? Any flat spots, like when you bring the power on, it's nice?
A little bit of flat spots. She's getting a little bit tired. She probably needs a little bit of love and care in the future.
Go well?
It goes really well. I love the car to death, yeah.
They've got a certain stance about them, haven't they?
Well, yeah. I've got an SRT Chrysler too, and it goes really well, but it's not the same as driving the Challenger.
You're a greedy bloke, aren't you, Wayne?
I'm a really greedy bloke. I like my toys, yes.
Nothing to do with me being jealous or anything.
No. Well, I haven't got a wife, mate, so that's I can have a shed full of cars.
Well, I tell you what, you definitely went for the cheaper option, didn't you?
That's exactly right. No kids, no wife, so we just have some
Oh, goodness me, the scenario is changing by the second.
No, I love the car.
A bad day for you is something that doesn't start.
Exactly, that's right. And I found it in a warehouse in Melbourne, and once I saw it, that was it. I fell in love with it. Yeah, I had to have it, yeah.
You just got to try and find the wife now in the warehouse in Melbourne.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And she's got to love cars.
Yes.
Well, she's no good to me. Yeah. So you better look out for me.
Yeah, I will, Wayne. I will, mate. But look,
Desperate person needing a wife. Yeah.
look. In the meantime, it's been wonderful interviewing you.
Yeah, no, it's been a pleasure.
Love your car. Take care, and thanks for turning up to the Camperdown Cruise for 2013.
No problem. Thank you for interviewing me, and thank the Camperdown Cruisers for putting us on. Fletch, love what you do. You're at all the car shows we go to nearly, and thanks for doing the interview, and see you later.
That's right, Wayne. It's a pleasure to catch up with characters like yourself, mate. Good blokes, soul of the earth guys, and that's what makes the TV show. Thanks,
a lot
buddy.
for that. See you later. Bye.
We've spoken to Wayne. We move on through to Malcolm. How are you, Malcolm?
Yeah, good, thanks, Fletch, good.
Good, mate. Thanks for bringing your car here today. 1970 VG Val.
That's right, yes. Yeah, 70 is registered in 71, yeah.
And it's a bit of a sleeper, this old girl. Tell us what's under the hood.
Yeah, it's got a 340 V8 with the, they call them tri-pack or triple two-barrel carburetors, just with aluminium Edelbrock heads on it, and putting out about 410 horsepower at the flywheel, yeah.
If you watch Club TV via the Shannons Club, there's a segment on there about these cars, talking about how they were with 6 cylinders in them back in the day. Yeah. One of the most balanced 4-door cars that they raced. They went well with 6 cylinders in them, let alone what you've got here.
Oh, no doubt, yes. No, I had the 245 in this originally, because we've had this car since new. And yeah, look, we upgraded it to pretty much the E34 specs with the 4-barrel setup on it, and it went quite well too, yeah.
Well, another 6-pack on today's show, obviously with Wayne's 6-pack there on the 440. 6-pack here now on the 340. Definitely a big Chrysler thing, but they all had a go. Like back in the day, the GM cars had their tri-power.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they did, and yeah, like this, this setup wasn't brought out here in Australia, but it's a lot of the American stuff run it. Yeah, no, it's quite good.
Now, Malcolm, tell us about the car. How long have you had it?
Well, we've had it in the family since brand new, and I got it when I was 17 for my 17th birthday. Wow. And I'm 50, coming up to 51, so I've had it a while.
Malcolm, tell us the feeling what you can remember as a kid, the day that the Pacer arrived home.
Yeah, well, look, when I say it's been in the family, it was my uncle that had it. He bought it brand new in Mitchell Motors in Warrnambool. That's where it come from. And yeah, the day I turned 17, he come wandering over and said, "Do you want this for your 17th birthday?" He was going to trade it in, and I tell you what, it was a very good feeling. Yeah.
Tell you what, is the uncle still around?
No, he's passed on now. And
Did you have him stuffed? What an incredible guy. I mean, that's a lovely thing to do.
Yeah, look, he never had a family of his own, so it was, looking, I've very sentimental to me for that reason, I can guarantee you, that's...
Malcolm, I would have had him framed and put up on the wall. What a thing to do for you, and he must have thought of a lot of you as a young bloke.
Yeah, he did, and, and as you see the car today, we've looked after it, and, it's, like I say, very sentimental to me in that respect, yeah.
It can become very emotional when we look at our classic cars. We talk about the history, and to think all these years down the track, you wouldn't have in your wildest dreams, when you're a young bloke, would have ever have thought for a second that you would have driven that car one day.
That's right, and look, when I was a young bloke, they used to come and pick me up at school in this car, and they had a butcher shop and they used to do meat deliveries with it, and I used to go off with that, but never thinking that I'd be driving around that car when I was 17 and it was given to me. Yeah, that's right. So,
well, being a butcher back in those days, there was a lot at stake.
Yeah, that's for sure, yeah, no doubt about that.
I look at the interior of the car, Malcolm. It's absolutely gorgeous. The high back buckets, the back seat there. It's just so beautiful, again, to see a car of its age in such good condition. Thank you for preserving this car. Promise me one thing.
Yes, I'll do that. What's it?
Don't ever sell it. Hang on to it.
Oh, no, I've got no intention of selling it. It'll be here for as long as I can keep it anyway. Yeah.
Good on you, Malcolm. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks very much, Fletch.
Welcome to the show, Peter.
Thank you, Fletch.
How are you, mate?
Oh, I'm wonderful, thank you.
Have you had a good day?
I've had a fantastic day. It's a great event and we've really enjoyed it. We came up yesterday and had a look around as well, and it's been fantastic.
That's great. Well, thanks for bringing your car. Have a look at this. I believe that a car such as this should deserve the humble credit. Now, we see our big American ground pounders, we see our Aussie performance cars, but what about an everyday Tirana? A 1978 LX Tirana, as humble as it is, what a beautiful car.
Oh, we enjoy it. We've had it for about 4 years and it's been fantastic. It's got us out to events like this and in a car club and, just enjoying life, and it's our stage of life that we really want to be out and about and enjoying the motoring pleasures.
Good quality car, the LX Tirana. The way that the doors close, just like a Kingswood all day long. They're very strongly built, aren't they? They're a strong model.
Oh, they are. They're very, very good and very, very well built in their day. And
they're just like a D-size Kingswood, aren't they?
They are. They're a little bit small inside, but nonetheless they drive very, very well, and we're very impressed with it.
Well, in terms of width, I mean, there wouldn't be much in it between that and the first of the VB Commodore.
No, well, they're fairly much the same. I think the VB, is just a slightly larger, but not much larger. Yeah.
The interior, Peter, beautiful condition.
It is. It's fantastic. We like it. The velour interior is fantastic. Gives a whole good look to the vehicle.
Now, mate, time for the business part of the story. What's lurking under the hood?
It's a standard 202. Hasn't had any work done to it. Fairly much as we got it. Just the maintenance items that have been required over the time. But
how many of these Tiranas were taken years ago and the 6 yanked out, 308 dropped in? I mean, this is becoming a very rare car.
We're very fortunate to have it.
Yeah. Good on you, Peter. Thanks for your time, mate. Look, I tried to pounce on you earlier this morning. It's now towards the end of the day. Got you on the way out. Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you so much, Fletch. I appreciate it. And, all the very best for your show.
Well, I hope you've really enjoyed just a little bit of the 2013 Camperdown Cruise on this week's episode of Classic Restos. Now, classicrestos.com.au is the website that you need for the DVD boxed sets of the show, along with other Classic Restos merchandise, which, by the way, makes fantastic Christmas gift ideas for someone that you don't like. And while you're there at the website, don't forget to consider the possibility of seeing yourself on a Fletch tour to the USA in 2014. And of course, the major sponsors are waiting to help you as well. Until next week, no matter where you're watching the show from, please ride and drive safe. I'm Fletch, and I thank you very much for watching.
Don't forget to like Classic Restos on Facebook.
facebook.com/Classic Restos TV. And episodes can be seen at shannons.com.au. Classic Restos is proudly brought to you by Shannons Insurance, National Parts Depot and Penrite Oil.